Ever feel like life is pulling you in 100 different directions? One moment you're motivated, ready to take on the world, and the next, bam, you're buried under stress, setbacks, and endless distractions. How do you stay steady when the chaos hits? Here's the Stoic secret. Resilience isn't built by waiting for life to calm down. It's forged in the daily habits you commit to no matter what. The Stoics, who faced wars, political betrayals, and life's uncertainties, lived by a set of guiding principles. Simple but powerful habits practiced every single day. They didn't believe in chasing happiness, but in earning it, through self-mastery, focus, and grit. As Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Now, these aren't just habits you can try on once in a while. Stoic habits are like mental reps at the gym. Miss a day, and you'll feel it. Commit to them, and they'll strengthen you from the inside out. And if you're thinking, but life's just too unpredictable to stick to routines, well, here's another Stoic truth. It's the unpredictable moments where these habits matter most. Imagine handling life's curveballs with calm, grace, and a sense of purpose. Imagine shaking off the small stuff, staying focused on what you can control, and feeling genuinely grounded, no matter what hits you. Seneca would say, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." Isn't it time we learn to stop suffering twice? Ready to discover how Stoics stay steady every day? Then hit that like button, make sure you're subscribed, and keep reading because we're diving into the core Stoic habits that can transform your life. Whether you're facing a challenging job, a tough relationship, or just the pressures of modern life, these habits are your toolkit for resilience and clarity. Stick with me, and let's start reshaping each day, one Stoic habit at a time. Mastering your mind, moment by moment. The Stoics believed that true freedom lies in gaining mastery over your mind. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength, wrote Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic philosopher and Roman emperor. Think about it. So much of our daily stress comes not from what happens around us, but from our reactions to it. Someone cuts us off in traffic, a coworker makes a snide comment, or we mess up at work. Immediately, our minds jump to frustration, shame, or even anger. The Stoics would remind us that these reactions are not inevitable, they're choices. Every moment, we have a chance to decide how we interpret and respond to what's happening around us. Practicing this habit of mind mastery isn't about shutting off emotions. It's about observing them without letting them take the wheel. Epictetus, another great Stoic, said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Start by noticing when you're beginning to get upset or stressed and take a pause. Observe the thought without judgment. I'm feeling anger because this person said something rude. Instead of reacting impulsively, choose a response aligned with your values, like calmness or understanding. This small shift in perspective gradually builds resilience. When we make the habit of mastering our minds, we stop handing over control to people or situations. We free ourselves from knee-jerk reactions and can face challenges with greater clarity and purpose. And remember, this isn't an overnight fix. It's a daily commitment to practicing self-awareness and choosing how we respond. The more we do it, the more our minds become allies in our journey, not obstacles. Focus only on what you can control. One of the most liberating principles of Stoic philosophy is the concept of control. Stoics divided life into two categories, things we can control and things we can't. Epictetus taught, "Some things are up to us, and some things are not." This sounds simple, but think about how often we waste energy worrying about things we have no influence over. We stress over others' opinions, uncontrollable outcomes, or the actions of people around us. The Stoic approach tells us to release our grip on these things and to focus instead on what is within our control, our own thoughts, actions, and attitudes. Imagine you're dealing with a frustrating situation at work. Maybe a project's delayed or a colleague is being difficult. The initial impulse might be to stress over every possible outcome or feel angry at your colleague. But the Stoic way would suggest a different approach. Ask yourself, what here is within my control? In this case, it might be how you approach your tasks, how you communicate, and how calmly you handle the situation. By focusing on these elements, you'll not only reduce stress, but often create better outcomes. When we narrow our focus to what we can control, we become more effective and grounded. Rather than feeling helpless or frustrated by circumstances, we direct our energy toward positive, constructive actions. This isn't about apathy or detachment. It's about realizing where our influence truly lies and letting go of the illusion of control. The next time you're caught up in worry or frustration, try to pause and identify what's truly in your hands. By adopting this Stoic habit, you'll start to find a sense of calm and empowerment, even in the midst of life's unpredictability. Practice negative visualization. One of the most unique Stoic habits is negative visualization, or imagining potential losses, setbacks, or difficulties before they happen. At first glance, this might seem counterintuitive. Why would we want to focus on negative outcomes? But according to the Stoics, preparing mentally for potential challenges helps us face life with resilience and gratitude. Seneca once advised, "He robs present ills of their power who has perceived their coming beforehand." By visualizing what could go wrong, we reduce the shock if it actually does, and we better appreciate what we currently have. Picture this. You're working toward a big goal, perhaps a promotion, a personal project, or a major life event. Instead of only envisioning success, spend a few moments imagining potential setbacks. Maybe the promotion doesn't come or the project faces delays. What would you do if things didn't go as planned? How would you respond? This exercise isn't about dwelling on negativity, but about mentally preparing yourself to stay calm and adaptive if things turn out differently than expected. This practice actually creates a kind of psychological immune system, readying you to respond to challenges with clarity and determination. At the same time, negative visualization can deepen your gratitude for the present. By recognizing what could go wrong, you gain a fresh appreciation for what's going right. You might cherish your health more, value your relationships, or feel grateful for the stability you currently enjoy. This awareness brings a new richness to daily life, fostering a quiet sense of contentment. By practicing negative visualization, you don't just prepare for life's unpredictabilities, you also savor the good moments more fully, aware of their fragility. This habit builds resilience while allowing you to embrace life as it is, in all its impermanence and beauty. Embrace discomfort to build inner strength. The Stoics knew that comfort, while tempting, can often hold us back from true growth. To them, embracing small, regular challenges, voluntary discomfort, was a way to strengthen resilience, humility, and appreciation for life's essentials. Seneca famously advised practicing poverty, suggesting that we occasionally live on minimal means, wear simple clothes, or forego luxuries to remind ourselves that we don't need as much as we think. This habit of training for hardship prepares us to handle life's inevitable difficulties with greater calm and adaptability. Imagine going a day without your favorite luxuries, no coffee, no streaming shows, no takeout meals. Or perhaps spend a weekend without relying on your car or smartphone. These voluntary discomforts may seem trivial, but they help us break our dependency on conveniences. When we choose to be uncomfortable, we build mental toughness, realizing that our happiness and peace don't actually depend on these external comforts. Instead, we develop a stronger reliance on our own inner resources, which serves us well when life throws actual hardships our way. By incorporating small discomforts into our lives, we also learn to manage desires better. Instead of chasing after every craving or comfort, we develop self-control and a greater appreciation for the basics. Suddenly, a simple meal tastes better, and the warmth of your home feels like a true luxury. You begin to see that the happiness you thought depended on having more actually comes from needing less. Embracing discomfort is a way to take back control of your life. Rather than letting convenience dictate your happiness, you practice resilience and gratitude, finding strength in simplicity. The Stoics believed that by training ourselves to endure small discomforts, we prepare for life's bigger trials and find fulfillment that's rooted in inner strength, not in fleeting comforts. So here we are at the end of our Stoic journey. Or maybe it's just the beginning. If you've followed along, you've learned about these simple but profound habits that the Stoics practice daily to build resilience, clarity, and a life lived on their terms. But remember, Stoic philosophy isn't just something to read or think about. It's something to live, each day, through actions big and small. That's where the true power of Stoicism lies, not in theory, but in practice. Now, imagine what could change if you made even one of these habits part of your daily life. Mastering your mind instead of letting it master you, focusing only on what's within your control, visualizing challenges so you're ready for whatever comes, and embracing discomfort to build strength. These aren't just philosophical ideas, they're powerful tools for creating a life with less anxiety and more intention. If these ideas resonated with you, don't keep them to yourself. Go ahead and like this post if you feel a spark to bring some Stoic calm and clarity into your own life, and hit that subscribe button if you're excited to keep learning and evolving alongside a community of like-minded people. Let's face it, the journey to mastering your mind is much easier when you're surrounded by others who are on the same path. Now, I have a small challenge for you. Drop a mind over body in the comments below if you're ready to start making these habits a part of your everyday life. This isn't just a passing thought or a nice idea to you. It's a commitment to growth, one action at a time. Plus, I'd love to hear your own thoughts on Stoicism, resilience, or any lessons you're learning in your journey. Let's make this a place where we can all share, support, and learn from each other's experiences. So, what will you take from this? Even if it's just one habit, one step forward, that's already progress. The Stoics weren't perfect. They practiced every day because they knew mastery was a lifelong process. And every time we choose resilience over reactivity, purpose over distraction, and inner strength over external comfort, we're carrying forward their legacy. That's something worth celebrating and practicing together. Let's make the decision right now to start showing up for ourselves in a new way. Are you ready?